Hello, everyone. Lasai Monique for a New Way. Thank you for joining me. So, I want to talk about a competition. So, I've learned to never compete with anyone else or anything outside of yourself. If you do need to compete because you want to level up, you want to improve, compete with yourself. Don't impress anyone, impress yourself, you know. But then again, looking at the word impress, do we really want to press in to ourselves? Do we want to weigh ourselves down, or do we want to press in to, press up? I don't know. Anyway, I'll do that word thing later. So I was really thinking about this. A lot of anger, frustration, and even, crime, murder happens because of competition. I mean, Tanya Harding, the ice skater comes to mind. A couple of things in a recent headline come to mind. I'm not going to mention them, but even in myself, just we're naturally see deep down inside we know we're great. We know we come from a powerful creator, and so like the apple doesn't fall far from a tree, right? The supreme creator is great, so are we. We are the great ones, and so this world has a way of making you not feel that way, but innately like just try to tell a kid they can't do something. They're like, watch me. You know what I mean? And they may get in trouble and you have to beat them down, a couple times, and they don't get it because they want to live and they don't want to hurt anymore. And so, but if imagine if you didn't have to beat anybody down, you just assisted people, supported people into being, who they are, supporting their purpose and educating them and, mentoring them. And, this world will be such a better place. And we're getting there. But getting back on topic, competition. So I'm not really talking about healthy competition where iron sharpens iron, because if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And so I'm talking about when you are trying to best somebody, some person, place, or thing, because you're trying to impress somebody else. That right there. I can relate, and I think it's just natural, especially when you like someone. Just think of dating. You change yourself to try to, attract this person or keep this person, and somebody else may like them, and you look at your competition and you may feel like either you feel like you're not as good as them, you know, or you may feel that you're better than them sometimes, right? And that causes an inner conflict, and that will express itself in various ways. Like I said, a lot of people end up dead or behind bars or missing, and so we don't want to do that anymore. Come on now, we're going to support each other from now on, and we're going to be patient because it's not up to us to do the work for other people, but we can support by just sharing our story, just sharing a kind word, and being motivate when we can. Each one teach one if you can, but if you can't, at least don't harm them, right? And so I realized that even if you do compete and win and you impress somebody, that can easily change because somebody else is going to come along that will surpass you. They're going to bring something new. And so, we have to be okay with that. Is the passing of the torch. That's honorable, actually, the passing of the torch. That means you did it. You did it, and you did your thing. And now it's time for you to go elsewhere and pass the torch on and enjoy their journey. And this is where a lot of jealousy and envy comes in, and it's so unnecessary. The world is so varied. There's so many things for us to do. And now, with the internet, we have an opportunity, like a window to the world, so to speak. So there's opportunities that we didn't get a chance because maybe we were limited by location, education, family circumstances, but now we have an opportunity to do that. And I'm so happy that people are thriving and they're not just, they're doing things authentically that makes them happy. They found their purpose. And so, side note, we got the little brainstorm remix going on. I apologize, but I got to get this out. So continuing on, um, I don't even like using the word compete. Just simply be. Every day you're refining yourself. You're learning things about yourself, and you're laughing at your flaws, but you're also looking at it, your problem areas seriously, and you're coming up with creative solutions. And if you can't come up with them, you're reading, you're studying, you're asking questions, you're educating yourself, and make it fun. Like you are this clay, and instead of letting the world or somebody else sculpt you, you sculpt you. Okay? Like the video games. So if you ever play video games, if you're a gamer, the MMO games, you can customize your avatar, right? And they become really, really intricate over the years. And so even then, that's something somebody else made. So they give you the parts and you can customize it to your satisfaction a little bit, but not completely. But if you are a programmer, a game programmer, or you know how to mod, you can build your own character. And so that is what we need to do, and do it for yourself. And then that way you're going to attract authentic people. And we have a lot of people just really doing things to themselves, cutting themselves, changing themselves, bleaching their skin, and no judgment. I get it. We all come from, a spirit of lack. We all come from, here on earth, we don't value life like we say we do. We don't. We don't even value our own lives if you really, really think about it. Because if you do, you would not be mean to people. You would do everything you can to mediate, because you never know who you're going to need. You wouldn't discriminate or anything, because it could be a national disaster and the person you hate going to pull up in that truck. Hey, you need a ride? And you're going to say, no, I don't like you. You're going to hop in that truck. You're going to hop in that truck. You're going to hop in that truck and you're going to say, thank you. Thank you God. Thank you. You are. And, you're freer, because you're not always on guard. You're not looking over your shoulder. You're not judging, and if anything, you see somebody you admire and they're doing their thing and you want to do that too, like, don't hate, participate, ask them, like somebody be slam dunking, in school, like, hey, can you help me out after school? Can you meet me at the playground? Can you teach me, how to up my game? Like that, you got air. How can I get air? So whatever it is, ask. And if for some reason they'll say no, YouTube it, Google it, local, YMCA, community club, somebody, got air in your neighborhood. If not, go to another neighborhood and learn how to get you some air too. And so, and you work, you interact, and you could say healthy competition, but you don't do it to impress other people. You do it for you. And I think those people who really, really stand out and who are really happy though, and fulfilled, whether they're successful or not, that is what we really need to get to. And then let stuff go. Sometimes things aren't for you. They aren't. Sometimes it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be for a period of time, but now it's time for you to segue into something else. And sharpen there's so many things. Like, get into the arts. That's why I tell people, get into the arts. If you can't play sports anymore, or if you can't do something anymore, like, learn something new and level up, learn those skills and share them. And when you get that feedback, don't do it for you because you're happy, but it is nice to be recognized for your sincerity, your authenticity, something that you put time and effort into. It is good. Don't rest on your laurels, but, do it for you, and you have that inner feeling. So that way we're not desperate. We're not love starved. We're not desperate for that attention. We're not desperate for the love or desperate for the job, because when you're desperate, like, that is when you get taken advantage of. That's when you give your power away. And remember, anytime you think you can't live without something, that's an addiction. And that means that it has control of you, or that person, place, or thing has control of you. If you can't live without getting attention from this person, place, or thing, they control you. You don't control you. They're sculpting and molding you instead of you sculpting and molding yourself. And so this is just something to think about. No judgment. It's okay to be inspired though. If you see someone, with a nice suit or a nice haircut or, a nice color or a nice car, or you like their work ethic, yeah, definitely take notes. You definitely take notes, but you don't want to copy and paste. You want to be you. And you don't want to see your competition as, or I'll say rival, like a workplace. You're working in the same company, maybe you're in the same department, maybe on the same team, maybe not. But we work in the same company. You want the same things. And so maybe you're climbing up the corporate ladder, or maybe you want a raise or anything. Do it because you want to do it for you. And don't see the other person as the enemy. If anything, challenge yourself, and maybe both of y'all get together and help each other, iron sharpens iron, level up, make it a fun competition. Make it a little secret prize. Say, okay, if you get the promotion, you take me out for lunch. You know what I'm saying? If I get the promotion, I'm gonna take you out for lunch, and then you make it fun like that. But in either way, maybe both of you don't get the promotion. Guess what? We going out to lunch. We can go Dutch, or hey, I'll pay this time. You give me next time, right? And we'll work harder, and one of us will get that promotion next time. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it here, and it's just my little take on competition. And always, if you enjoyed this talk, please support, like, comment, share, subscribe. And with that being said, be wise and be well, be well and be wise. And sorry for the little rainstorm, but like I said, I had to get it out. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.